Okay, this is a video about how to restring your glove. This is a 24-year-old glove right here. I got it when I was a junior in high school, and instead of just throwing it out, it's really worn and stuff, but I would like to preserve it, and I'll probably get a new glove at some point, but I also want to try to preserve it just to keep it for life. And anyway, the strings on it finally broke. The leather strings finally broke on it. So what I'd like to do is just show you guys how you can lace this up. You need the tool that looks like this, and it has a threaded sort of hole in it. You can get this at Dick's Sports, along with 48 inches of whatever color string. I think they had like 3 different kinds. They had like gray, black, and then tan, which is what mine is right here. It's like a tan. And so this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna, I've already kind of started it. And you make a little notch, right? Just one little tie, and then you take it and you take this thing and you feed it through the eye of this thing, this tool here. And as you get it through the eye, you'll then kind of wrap it to where you can, it'll wrap around the point of this, and I'll show it to you in a second. It'll wrap around the point, and as you feed it through, you don't just push it through, you actually turn it like that to keep this from coming out, and you just push the whole thing through, and then pull this, take it out of the eye, and then pull the tool out, and then the string remains. And so I've got 3 more fingers of my glove to do. I'm anticipating, I measured it out, I think it's gonna be using about half of the string, which after that, I'm gonna be doing the heel of my glove, which has also started coming apart. And it's just over time, you know, just deteriorating. So anyway, this is how it'll work. I'll show you as I go. All right, so as you can see here is the eye of the needle of the tool, and I'm just gonna curl it just like this. I'm gonna bring it and I'm just gonna curl it a little bit. Don't want it to be too long, something like that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna twist it, and that way it kind of stays on it a little bit better. And then this blunt edge right here is just gonna come through the glove hole and drag this with it like that, and pinch and bend this one back so it's nice and easy right through the hole. So take my glove, and there it is right there. So I'm gonna go through this hole here, right there. I'm gonna go up over top of this one. I'm gonna cross it. Okay, so here it is. I'm gonna twist and pull it through just like that. Pull it out like that. Hold this, pull my tool out, and that's how it is. Okay, so I've got it through, right? So I know it's so satisfying. Everybody's probably waiting. What do you do next? You pull it. You just simply pull it tight. You want to make sure it's kind of not cross thread or twisted or anything like that, just to make sure it looks good, like that. And I've got my first tie for my, so I need to do this one again, all the way down, and I'll speed it up so you can kind of see it in fast motion, and hopefully I'll be done in the next 2 minutes. Okay, I'm on my last one. Just gonna feed it through one more time. So again, I got my just feeder right here, and then what I do is I'll take this, I'm gonna go right through that hole on the back, from this hole. So you just gotta find it, push it, feel it with your thumb on the other side. And then as you feel the point of the tool, you'll just start spinning it and twisting until it just starts popping through on the other side. This one's giving me a little more trouble. There we go. So now pull it out of the eye hole, hold this, and then I take my tool and I just slide it out. And then as I pull it tight, I'm just gonna make sure that it's not all twisted if I want it to look good. You can see my other ones look nice and even. And then it did twist a little bit. So as I'm just twisting it back, and there it is. So at the end of it, I'll just cut this right off. And I'm gonna make a little knot on the end of it like I did with this one. I'm gonna cut it about to right here, about the length of my thumb right here. And this part of the glove will be done. Okay, so I've already started my glove. I needed to sew this together. I had an old piece of leather. I tied off the old piece. I basically undid all of them and then disposed of it. And then I tied this one off, put the new one, I actually tied the new one around the old one. And I just made a new notch. It's supposed to keep going all the way up to here, but all this is fine. And I don't need that. So I'm gonna end up cutting this off. And I tied this one around the knot that I made here just to kind of try to keep it, relatively. So look, I've got the tool, and pull it a little bit. So just so you know, as you work with the leather right here, it starts to get more pliable for you and bends much easier than when maybe at the very beginning. So this is the last piece. It's the trickiest part because I got to go through here, and then one of the holes actually right here ripped, so I can't even go through that hole. I'm gonna go through this one. I don't know if I can do two at the same time or not. I haven't done that yet. I think it's going through. There it goes. Okay, so I'm gonna pull that one out of the eye. Hold that and then pull the tool, and now you just pull it tight. Now you kind of want to make sure it's all tight before you just pull it, because all these need to be tighter, real tight as well. I got one more here and then another one right here that I've got to do, and then I'm going to tie it off. So get right back through the eye. Okay, so this has frayed. The tip has frayed and I can't get it through the eye. So all I'm gonna do is just take my needle nose pliers and cut it where the fray part was. Okay, I'm gonna take my needle or my tool and feed it through the eye. Super easy. Shouldn't even need pliers. If you do, you can always use them to cut or to pull it through. So now I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna go through this one first. So here's the hole right here that I'm going through. I'm gonna go through here first, pull it, and then what I'm gonna do is finish. I'm gonna go through this one right here. It's already got a lace coming through it. I'm gonna finish on that one and then tie it off right there. Goes, and then it's still on there, so I'm just gonna put it back through and go back through the hole the other one exists, and boom, all done. Pull that out, and we're gonna, like I said before, we're gonna make sure all these are lined up well. I want it twisted, I want it to look good, and here's where the other one started, remember? So literally all I gotta do now is just cut it, and you want to cut it more than you think you do, because then you can like tie it off better. I'm gonna go about 3 inches there. There we go. So when you're tying it, you're gonna tie it just like you would a balloon, like one that you would do at a party or anything like that. I'm just gonna tuck it through itself. There's, I'm sure there's others, like other people have maybe other ways of doing it, but that's just the way I'm gonna do it. But you wanna try to get it as close to the bottom as possible. So I'm gonna redo it. Just try to get it a little closer to the bottom of the base of where it comes out of the glove. And then as I pull it, I'm just gonna push down on it like that. And then I'm gonna take my pliers and really make it snug. All right, so that should do it. So now I've relaced the heel of my glove. A little uncomfortable. It's a 24-year-old glove or whatever. Got it in 2011, so 25 years old. And then I just did the top. So this was 4 feet of leather string that I was able to kind of use. I used all but about 8 inches. So about 40 inches to do this part up top and this part around my heel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loops. It's about 1 inch that way, so 1 inch underneath. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and then about 4 inches left here. So you're looking at 16. And then here around the same. So about 32 inches, and then on a 48, maybe a little bit more. But I did cut some earlier as well. So it's about 8 inches left. Again, I got it at Dick's Sporting Goods. So, and I get to keep the tool. So now all I gotta do for the future, if I ever have a problem with my glove, hopefully I don't think I will, but if I do, I'll have a tool, and all I gotta do is buy the leather. All right. Thank you for watching.